Welcome, Watchers, to another exciting episode of the Vagrant Vigilantes. As you might have thought, our story usually takes place within the world of Marozia, but from here on out, it appears that we have a different location. This location is known as Hamunaptrum, the city within the third moon, or to most that live here, it is also considered the Shattered Moon. Why is it called the third moon when there is nothing else around? Well, Watchers, it was part of Marozia Prime way back before the Ancient Nine came to this universe. It was by their very hands they broke apart Marozia Prime bit by bit and flung it out into the far reaches of the universe. These bits were places and special realms of other supernatural beings that called Marozia Prime home. These 9 entities made sure that these supernatural realms were to never return back to their home planet by means of great magics that they pulled from those very places. The only way back for those lands and their people to return were by means of a series of gateways in which they put their first champion in charge of. This champion was known as Laidalis, and the third moon was his home. After the world was divided and those other realms divided into the heavens, they flung the third moon out into its center, telling Laidalis to guard the moon and the gates with his life. Well, time went on, and those barriers faded as beings from the other realms started to come through the gates. Laidalis made sure that all did not go back to Marozia, and told the people that they had to wait until they were given permission to do so. Thus, Hamunaptrum was born, and over time it has grown to the point that it literally fills the interior of the third moon itself. Our party ended up here by way of a gate, and as they tried to come to terms with what was now the new, however, most wanted to return back to Marozia. Luckily, Callie and her place known as Sleazy's showed up just in the nick of time as the Swarm and EX-08 decided to stay within Kaylee's and eventually end up back on Marozia. Well, after a busy day of shopping and most being overwhelmed by the magnitude of such a place, Armando and Vought also decided that their talents were better used back at home. Death Dodger and the Red Breast were the only 2 left out of the original group, as they decided to stay and become part of the crew full-time on a Spelljammer vessel known as the Guthook. This, Watchers, is where we left off, and some of the crew from the Guthook and their new crewmates were heading just down the street to another bar known as Ringers. The hope was to pick up a key member of the Guthook, and just maybe they may have some deal in which a lucrative job may be promising. Watchers, let's go see, shall we? Y'all are presently heading down the street to Ringers. Is there anything that y'all would like to do in the meantime?
What is our environment like this time around?
Y'all literally just left Armando, the Swarm, Bot, and EX-08 back at Kaylee's.
Well, just in case there's people walking on the ceiling and the walls, I'm just going to keep my eyes torso down and forward.
But we just head toward Ringers, and Percy can point out things of interest that, you know, he's not looking at because he'll get sick. Look at this, or not,
You have realized.
I've been trying to kind of learn how to blend in as we've been walking through the city, and I'm gonna keep trying to do that.
Okay.
Keep trying to get the vibe of this place.
Yeah. And you know that tomorrow your clothes will be ready.
Sweet.
So yeah. Go ahead, Death Dodger, and give me a stealth roll. Or Red Breast, give me a stealth roll. Death Dodger, however, give me a perception check.
All right.
And I rolled a delicious 2 for a total of 9 on that stealth.
You see, I rolled a delicious 7 for a total of 9.
We're both on par.
I would assume Percy and Tokton has a passive perception higher than a 9.
Yeah.
Yep,
What does this look like, Redbreast, as you try to blend in rather horribly?
You know, I suspect he keeps like hiding behind things that he thinks are going to be really good camouflage, but then it like gets up and walks away, standing behind something. Yeah, he clearly does not know what is what yet, and keeps stumbling over himself.
That Dodger. That ground.
Sorry.
That ground is comforting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe I didn't notice so much the stealthiness of my partners, because I think Death Dodger right now is torn between two very, very specific needs. The need to learn how this whole walking on walls and ceiling thing works, because it looks pretty freaking cool, and eventually one day he wants to try it, but that is usurped by the need to not feel his stomach do that funky dance anymore that it does every time he lets himself look up or sideways too much.
Mm-hmm. What's Tokton doing as he sees his two newest crew members?
You don't need to do that. That's not a lamppost, Redbreast. Never mind.
Look, man, it's cool. This is just my idiom.
Whatever you say.
What's Percy doing?
She is giving the guided tour. She is on the back of Hector and pointing out what this shop is and what this shop is and what's on the ceiling and what's on the floor. And she, every once in a while, looks at Redbreast and goes, okay. And then kind of keeps pointing at things. Redbreast, are you playing a game?
Yes, that's
definitely
what's happening.
Do you need somebody to play with you?
This is the let's not notice what I'm doing game.
Oh, okay. Well, try to be less obvious.
Yeah, you know what? Really, it's only a game if it really. I'm the only one who can win this particular game. So,
Okay.
if I'm winning, you won't know.
Okay, you keep trying to disappear, and if I don't see you, I'll let you know I don't see you.
That seems perfect.
And on the left, we have, I think that's a bathing house. I don't go in there very often. I am not 100% sure. And then she just kind of keeps going, describing things around her.
Yeah, as y'all continue going down the streets of Hamanoptrum, you start to hear a familiar sound as the music plays. And sure enough, what you see is almost not really a rundown place, but a small, interesting place to say the least. It is made of wood, much like Kaylee's, but this wood is made from other places. For there's green, there's reds, there's some purples, and just a variety of colors. And the place sits separately from all other places. For what gives the name is that there's rings around it, floating, ever changing, as if it was a permanent fixture. Do y'all walk in? What do y'all do? What is your thoughts?
Well, as y'all can tell, I've explained itself. That's Ringers.
Like Death Dodgers cool just walk in. Like we're here to go to Ringers, right?
I think cool guys would just walk in.
Yeah. I think we lead, like, enough with the stealth stuff, right? We're making an entrance.
Now that we're here, change the scarf to bright red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Announce.
I can still see you, by the way. But keep working on it.
Y'all enter the place, the establishment, and large tables with many folk sit at it. Across the majority of the room itself, smaller tables are closest to the bar, and then you have the bar itself. A stage is within one of the corners, as well as 4 sets of chairs sitting around what appears to be a fireplace. Bartenders are serving drinks. Servers are serving everything from beverages to food. And the place seems rather lively, with a host of beings much like outside. Everyone that knows him, which is Toktan and Percy, give me a perception check.
I'm sorry, Dave. What was this for?
Toktan and Percy is making a perception check.
18.
Percy.
7.
What's Percy distracted by? As you clearly
There's
failed that
music,
roll.
and I really, really want to go dancing. I want to go dance.
Tokton. As Percy runs off and dances.
Death Dodger and Redbreast are already caught.
You see him off in the corner at one of the tables, talking to an unusual fellow. You know for a fact that there's a good chance that he's doing business right now and should probably be left alone until he's done.
Do I have any idea how the business is going? Like, is it going good for him, or is it kind of shaky?
The client's still alive.
I think Tokton would just nonchalantly like walk up behind the dude that he's talking to. Just enough in the presence that Z can see him.
Mm-hmm.
But don't say anything.
Okay. Death Dodger, Redbreast, as you're kind of jamming to the tunes and seeing Percy dance, what are you doing?
You know, I watched that for a minute, and I'm trying to get the vibe of, you know, it maybe occurs to me after a second that maybe Percy's not the coolest one in here, and yet the one I should be imitating. So I'm just gonna take a moment to step back and like just look at the crowd, just get a sense of who are the coolest people in here.
Roll me a perception check.
All right. I'm amazing with a 7.
Awesome.
Can I say?
What is these? Roll me a 1d4.
1d4.
Yeah.
D4 says 2.
Dude. That's got to be the 2 coolest people in the bar. What does these people look like?
Who do I think is the coolest people in the bar?
Yeah.
Boy, you know, I don't know what kind of weird characters in here, but I'm sure I've fixated on you know, probably the tallest or the most, you know, supermodel looking, whoever's got the most people looking at him. I'm probably completely misinterpreting like why they're getting attention.
Yeah.
No, that's not just a pretty lady. She's for sale.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm not generating any unwanted attention.
The meeting. What does Tokton see?
Off in the corner with his back against as many walls as possible, you see a foxkin of kind of like a pale brown fur color dominating most of his body. A little paler around the snout and neck areas. He's got this orange, like kind of burnt umber shirt on underneath a very pure white jacket with blue collar and sleeve linings. As he's like leaning back behind the table from the angle that he's looking at, he sees a very calm, relaxed creature, a man, kind of like leaning back with, there's a cocktail in front of him that he hasn't really touched yet, as he does business with this strange little creature, one of Z's many informants. And they're kind of in the midst of their discussion. Seems perhaps to be winding down.
Toten, roll me a nature or history check.
Signature. That is a 3.
Person he's talking to is very strange indeed. Small bipedal being that has rock-like skin and hair. 3 eyes of red and a stoic monk-like nature look to him as he sits cross-legged in the chair. He has 2 batons on the table. You've never seen this race before. I know you will have great purpose in finding this ship. Us at the monastery only wish to take back what was rightfully ours.
Of course you do. And I am, of course, me with my crew, the one to ask. We'll get it done. You'll get your thing. We'll all be happy.
We do not care about the other stuff. Is that
good?
Fair pavement?
As long as the other stuff's worthwhile. If not, maybe we'll arrange something else in the future.
Then it is a deal.
Sounds good.
He slides over a screen, which you are very familiar with.
Okay. I'm assuming this is like standard operating procedure that I just take that screen.
Yep.
And in a future one, I might be giving the same one back, but yep. Yeah. He'll reach out and kind of casually take it and slide it inside his jacket without even really looking it over.
Yeah, it's got map schematics and roughly the location of where you're going and stuff like that. So we know that it has been missing for quite some time now and has just recently reappeared. We do not know why, how, or what, nor do we really care. But since it has reappeared, others may be looking at it as well as potential, not so much for our item, but for the general purposes of what you do.
Yeah, well, as long as you're not putting others on that trail, we won't have any problems, will we?
We are not.
Good.
And he gets up, bows to you, takes his batons, and leaves.
Yeah, Z just nods. And then once he's walked a decent enough way away, he looks over. Tokton, come on over.
All right. Kind of just lumber over and try to slide through the booth. Realize that's probably not working a little bit, and then take my hands and just lift it up a little bit, and then shuffle, and then set it back down.
He'll reach out and grab the drink as he's moving the table. Just kind of keep it in his hands as he maneuvers. I saw you came in with a whole group of new people. Are they all with you, or?
Yeah. The captain sent us. We came with some new friends from, the surface.
Wow. Which one?
Morosia.
Oh. Yeah, I think I've been in that piece of shit before. All right. Interesting. Not sure about the dance moves, but it might just be following Percy's lead.
Watching them maneuver around this place has been interesting, to say the least.
Oh, man. Part of me wishes I was there at the beginning.
Well, you're not missing out on much, I'll tell you that. The little one, well, the really little one, keeps looking at the walls and how people are walking upside down and freaking out. The bigger one in the scarf keeps hiding behind things that he thinks, I guess, are just fixtures, and then they get up and move.
All right. Well, I need to talk to the captain, but first, we need shots. You gather them, and I'll get us our drinks. And he's going to look over at the bartender, and essentially he's going to be sending a message spell. 5 shots over here.
Okay. Yeah.
Redbreast is probably already halfway there. Like, he's got psychic party sense.
Death Dodger. You may use acrobatics or athletics.
Feel it's fair. All right, let's see it.
Do you care what you dance like, Percy?
I'm dancing like a 15 right now. Not really bringing it. Just having fun.
Not the worst.
No. Percy's at that age. She dances like she does not care. Well, she doesn't care. No, she doesn't care. She's having a good time, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
The worse she is, the better.
Send
J5 eventually wanders over to your table as the Thrycreen server / bartender / they do a bit of everything around this place since they own it. You hear the usual clicking, clacking noise. Outdone. Z. But in your heads, you hear, Toktan. It is good to see you again. Have you picked up this slime ball?
Well, that's the plan. But
He owes me money.
I always pay my bills.
Not from the last batch. You have not.
All right, what do I owe you?
3 credits. And a trip
You-
to Baltazar.
Now the trip might be a little harder.
See.
You know, it takes some arrangement. You got a ship, we got to be going in the right direction. Besides, who's going to run this place while you're gone?
I told you, I am not going. My sister and her kids are.
Oh, yeah, that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The kids part. I'm more trying to work it out with the captain, I tell you. Till then, here's your credits for these, here's for the drinks. And when we come back, hopefully there'll be a lot more where those came from.
Roll me persuasion.
Alright, not a bad start. Natural 20 for 27.
She says to you, well, if it is the captain, then I will have word with him then.
Yeah, you must do that. I'll tell him you're looking for him.
And with that, she saunters off.
Should I just message Percy, or are we just gonna do 5 shots?
I mean, kind of just looks at you. He's like, well,
The one with the scarf over there, looks like he's making his way. Maybe he does one and we do 2?
If I see the shots arriving, I'm like, oh, one of those is for me, at least.
We'll see who arrives.
Eventually, Redbreast, you arrive at the table first, as Percy and Death Dodger seem to be having a grand old time dancing on the dance floor. What does Death Dodger look like to y'all, as she clearly rolled a 15 on her acrobatics, compared to Percy's usual antics of dancing?
Yeah, I mean, Percy has fun, and we all know that, like, she's not out there for, you know, really anyone else's pleasure but her own. And whether Death Dodger is or not, he definitely is nimble and is putting on a good show, like picking up the local dance moves pretty quickly, and kind of blending in, if not kind of surpassing some of the lesser dance inclined individuals who are making their attempts.
Yeah, it's definitely odd for, you know, what Toktan told you, that he freaked out outside and stuff like that, but seems so natural inside.
Some of us just excel in bars.
What does it look like to you, Toktan?
kind of just watch it all go down and lean over towards Z and like, they took the, the chill out juice.
All right. Well, for having taken that, not the worst.
Redbreast.
Yes.
You've got some stuff on your plate right now. The tall, skinny ones that look like, basically, you think as you get closer, because they're off in the corner, they appear to be grass weeds. You're not too sure exactly. One sneezes and a thing of pollen just sprays out as many of the people nearby start choking and just kind of moving away, and you hear various languages and look at and they just look disgusted at what they just did, as one of them just sniffles.
I look around, make sure I didn't accidentally get any on me. Didn't spew.
And you saw those 5 drinks go to that table where Toktun's at, and that.
Yeah, hey, Toktun's my man here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like slide in behind him, like, hey, what's up?
I take the drink. I take like the 3 little glasses and kind of just like flick one with my right hand over towards him.
It's a full-size glass in my hands.
What does
Welcome.
Redbreast look like to Z?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, Redbreast is he's doing his best to look cool, but he's probably pretty wide-eyed in here, and he's got his scarf pulled up pretty high, so you don't see. He's got a little psychological armor going on there, but still bright red because he's cool.
Yeah.
I dig the style. I like it. How about drinks for us all, since your friends are running behind? That one's yours. And we each got 2.
I'm a big fan of drinks. What do you call these?
Oh, that's the Galactic Gutbuster. You don't want to know what's in it.
You know, I know where it's going.
That's all that matters. And he holds up.
So you, what, Slancha?
Sure.
Roll me Constitution check, Redbreast.
Historically, this does not go that well for me, but I got a 16 this time.
Not bad.
What does it taste like to you?
Oh, you know, I'm sure it's like nothing I've ever had before, and like all things alcoholic or fun times, it's not a good experience the first time. So he's probably choking it back and trying not to turn too green, but keeping a smile on his face. That's stuff.
Did you roll a perfect score with the Batwee Sake back in the day? Or was that a horrible roll?
Oh, no, I did bad. I hated that stuff.
Mm-hmm. This is the exact opposite.
Oh. It was pretty good then. I mean, it'd be hard to... That was so bad. This must be so good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Z, Zerda, Mac, McLeod. I go by a lot of things. I hear you're part of the crew now.
Well, you know, I'm not entirely sure what the plan here is, but yeah, I'm in space. This is a space club. This is pretty rad. You didn't know people from Maroja said rad. We do.
No, I mean, I suppose that tracks. If you think this is rad, at some point I'll have to show you some good places. This is just kind of my lay low, cheap, not running into anyone I've crossed, hopefully, places.
Well, I like these gut busters. This is pretty good. I'll come back for these.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition here.
I casually slide him another one.
Percy. Percy Death Dodger. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
$19.
6. I'm having a grand old time, and there's nothing else here except this dance floor and this happy cat I'm dancing with.
Yeah. Who are you dancing with? Death Dodger, because there's a few people out on the dance floor.
I was dancing with Percy, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you look
depending
up and you're not dancing with Percy anymore.
oh. Well, where'd Percy go?
You don't know, but you're dancing with somebody else. So
Dang it. Well, who am I dancing with? Because what happens next, I guess, is dependent upon that.
yeah, it seems to be a cross between a dwarf and what may be a goblin.
I mean, she, and does she have a nice lush beard? Because, I mean, you can't diss a nice lush beard.
Roll me medicine check.
Sure.
Medicine check. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it just gets worse and worse. And why are these dice doing this to me tonight? Holy smokes. 3.
By the appearance and the mannerisms of this particular person, definitely male.
Definitely male, eh?
Definitely male.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to casually extract myself into different dancing crowds without looking like I'm doing so. You know, it's just the pick up multiple partners sort of and work my way off the floor a little to kind of renegotiate back to people I recognize is the plan. Anyways.
So we can do it one of two ways.
Sure.
We can roll stealth, like you're blending in and moving about, or we can do a performance check.
Oh, totally performance check. Let's go with that. Stealth is definitely going to be the better of the two options if I'm going to go with my skill set. Mm-hmm. But I feel like performance is totally I feel like I have to roll the both. I don't know, because stealth, yes. Mm-hmm. Like, wheeling my way off, but he is going to be self-conscious enough that performance is going to enter that no matter what.
I'll tell you what, the way we will do it is you've already described kind of how you're performing, how you're going to go about doing it, stuff like that. So we'll do performance check first. If you pass, you will get advantage on your stealth check.
Oh.
But if you
totally
fail,
needs to be the other way around. Okay, let's find out how this goes. Sure. But if I fail?
If you fail, well,
it's going down. I'm good. I don't need to make a good first impression. Let's do this. I got a 12.
There's a lot of people on the dance floor. I'm going to say you shimmied here, shimmied there. You kept up with it. I mean, because first of all, you rolled that really good acrobatics check to begin with. So you kept up with the crowd. You're blending in. Now, the key question is, can you slip away without
14
people noticing?
is my best roll for the next two rolls. This die is being wicked for me tonight. And that's with a +7. So, yeah, I got a 14. Can I slip away?
Hold on. If she can't, Percy's going to give her a help action. I got a whole thing. But if she can get away, then she can get away.
Well, first of all, Percy.
Yes.
You immediately see the Red Breast, Tokton, and Z all together at a table.
Something shiny.
Indeed. You know that his business is done and Z has a job.
Right.
As you see the token shot glasses being passed around.
So I was gonna head that way and then realize I forgot my new friend and go back.
As you turn around,
grab my friend.
Yeah, as you leave the dance floor and start heading in that direction, you have that thought. And as you turn around, Death Dodger is standing behind you.
Jazz hand.
Cool. Let's go this way. And I grab him and go, come on. And no, like a little kid in a hurry. Let's go. I want you to meet my friends. You got to meet Z. He's awesome. You'll love him.
I resist not at all.
Okay.
My dance partner is dragging me to shots. I'm cool.
I'm just weaving through the people, getting there as fast as I can. Because he's my height, so we can go down, under, whatever. We just get over there.
In the meantime, Oakton, Redbreast, Z, what are y'all doing? And what are you discussing?
I definitely passed Redbreast another shot.
Yeah. So we've continued drinking. That's definitely happening.
I'll order more. It's all right. Looks like the other two are joining us. K5.
And you hear in your head, yes.
That's what I love about this place.
Eventually, Percy, you arrive at the table.
Is it like a booth or a table? What kind of seating is it?
It looks like they probably moved to a larger table.
Are there backs to the chairs or to the benches?
No.
Darn it. Okay. Okay. I kind of get on the bench, but like on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like perched on the bench since I can't perch on the back of a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of jump up there. Hi, I'm here.
Percy, there you are.
I am here. I was dancing. The music's awesome tonight.
You're looking good out there, my friend. As was this new addition. Who's
this is a new friend.
And what does Death
Dodger? It comes in pints.
Hell yeah.
And what?
For me, that's like the size of a whole pitcher.
And what does the CC Death Dodger? What does Death Dodger look like?
What does Death Dodger look like?
Yeah.
Oh. He hasn't even broken a sweat. This is not he's chill. He's in a new group of people. Now he's gonna play it cool, but wants to know what our poison is tonight. What we got here.
This is called the Gut Buster. You're gonna love this.
Sweet. Excellent. Death Dodger's gonna plow back a gut buster. Let me know what happens with that.
Yeah, well, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Super tempted to go get my dice tray because D&D Beyond is just like fucking with me tonight.
Happy to know that Heroically Inclined gave you an advantage to that roll. If you so
I will
choose
probably use it if I need to, and I think I will because, wow. Come on.
That wasn't a bad roll.
There we go, 21. No,
That's
I want to...
very good roll.
It's not about it not being a bad roll. It needs to be... I need to look effortless at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural 20, that'll do.
Did you have a good time with the Batwee Sake? Or did you have a bad experience with the Batwee Sake?
I enjoyed it a whole bunch. I was the only one who did, I believe.
It was you and Armando that did okay.
Yeah.
And this is on par with that.
Nice. That's cool. Cool. then like I don't know how many of these are sort of delegated. I don't want to be a pig, but I would pretty happily take another then.
We're just like, yeah, these are great.
Not expensive, right? Because we just spent all our life savings on clothes. We have no self-control.
Nah, new friends, I got these. So if you need more, I can let J5 know. I, by the way, am Zerda, Z, Mac, McLeod. Call me almost anything. Don't call me asshole. Don't call me late for a party. We're all good.
That's awesome. My name's Bobby, but you can call me the Red Breast.
The Red Breast. I like that. I need a moniker or something.
It's Bobby. I thought it was Booby. Didn't that other guy call you Bobby, Booby, the frog guy?
Yeah, he and I have an understanding, though. You can call me Bobby.
I like Red Breast.
Or Robert, if you're feeling formal.
By day, I usually go by Tyrion.
Tyrion. And Bobby.
But at night, sometimes we just call him Death.
I don't know how often I want to have Death around at night.
Dodger works too.
He's party animal.
And a great dancer. See, am I allowed to drink? Because, sometimes you don't want me to.
You may have one.
Okay.
I'm going to clink a glass with her. We can both take it down together.
Not too many, because we do still have to go see the captain.
Yeah, no, that's good for me. I think Tyrion knows when to not get too cocky.
Yeah.
I can't, and I gotta fix stuff tonight too.
I'm gonna show off a little bit on, like, offer a quick toast in Draconic. Like, may your gold hoard be ever plentiful. I don't know if anybody speaks Draconic, but
I do.
Well, there you go. You'll get it.
It could be a secret language if we need to.
What do you say?
Impromptu.
That's not very great.
Did you say something bad?
No. He. It was a good toast.
I said something very clever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being naughty.
Tries to pull off that he understands exactly what you're saying. Depending on how hard you're trying or what your passive insight is, probably will pick it up. Because I got a 13 on my deception.
Red Breast doesn't even care. He's just trying to throwing stuff out, trying to look cool in front of the new people.
So, Toke, you said the captain sent you. I'm assuming that means you know exactly where I can find him?
Yeah.
Well, if we're done having shots, which was nice and always a great way to meet someone new, I think it's time we go see the captain. I got the information we've been looking for.
Captain said to meet him at Michi's.
Ah, good old Michi's.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, kind of friends with that one. I know where that is, but come on, let's hit the road.
Sounds good. Hector, I need a ride. We need to go to Michi's.
And eventually Hector makes it over to you.
Jump up on his shoulders. Ready to go.
And y'all...
Steve will toss some credits on the table to pay for the drinks, plus a little bit extra for J5.
And y'all head out into Hominoptrum once again.
The wonderful place we got.
Y'all traverse through the space market turning here, turning there. Death Dodger. What are you focused on?
The group of people around me. We're all traveling together. Everything's good. I'm gonna beat this.
Yeah.
I gotta make a Constitution saving throw, I will, but right now I'm surrounded. I should be good.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a will saving throw with advantage.
Yeah.
Now that Z stood up, he's walking along. He has strapped on one waist is a rapier in like a red sheath and red handle, like hilt area. Very polished, almost like a platinum look to the actual blade. And then strapped onto his other in like this gunslinger style like holster is what appears to be like a hand crossbow, but it's made out of all like metallic parts and everything. And it kind of like the arches of the bows are kind of like they clap in when they're in the holster, so it just kind of looks almost like a big gun that uses a bolt. He's got like green pants with these straps that hold on the holster and the rapier into place as he's walking along.
I think getting some sick moves out in the dance floor has settled Death Dodger's Virgo now, because, yeah, rat natural 20. He just looking around. It's not really phasing him anymore.
Yeah. I mean, you're actually feeling quite good, amazingly enough, whether it be the alcohol or that potion you drank earlier or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, this is you think you can do this for sure. Redbreast, what are we doing?
You know, at this point, I've had a couple drinks, and I think that hopefully it's smoothed me out a little bit. I'm not trying to be full on stealth anymore. I'm just trying to kick back and look like I belong with the rest of these guys. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to be smooth and cool and try to pick up the vibe more than I was doing before. I want to figure out how to if I can't hide, I want to figure out how to blend in and be one of the people here.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
All right. That's not so good. This is not my environment, right?
No.
As an urban thing. All right. Well, it's
actually
8.
It's still getting used to it. I'm gonna say probably the more you spend time in it, then you will get acclimated. But right now, not so much.
Yeah. No. I just like. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I got an 8.
8. What's this look like to y'all? The rest of the group? As he's trying to blend in and not doing so well at doing it.
Percy sees nothing. Percy's like oblivious. She's not looking at him. Because she has said she'd only tell him if she couldn't see him. So she's just like... Still see him.
I mean, Death Dodger's found his sea legs, or space legs, as it were. So, you know, his comfort level, and he feels like that should be able to blend off on Redbreast. Like, you know, at the very least, if one of us has kind of got our shit together, the other person does their best to make sure they're on the level, because it's no one wants to look bad in front of the group. I feel like psychologically I can influence the Red Breast to achieve his goals just by having my own swagger going right now. Like, he's gonna see that, he's gonna be like, oh man, I can't look bad in front of this thing half my size, man. That's not gonna work for me.
With that, before that, what does it look like to Totan and Z?
See what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is a weird place to get used to. It's alright. He'll get his groove, I guess. I don't know. He says rad, so is that like a Moroja thing? Groovy, great. It's all gravy. I don't know.
We're in the same boat as you are.
Red Breast.
Oh well.
I hear you saying gravy, and now I gotta say it's all gravy.
Red Breast. Death Dodger kind of nudges you and starts kind of encouraging you to kind of do what she does, or he does, or, at least, it's like, probably gives you that what the fuck look that he always gives you. Roll me survival again.
Okay.
Now,
Because you've got the advantage.
Z would step over too and put a hand on his shoulder and just be like, gotta remember, no one is from here. That's all it really takes. I'll give him bardic inspiration.
So what does that give me, a D6?
Let me double check it. My level is a D8.
I'm gonna roll that D8.
I think you had
Because I rolled exactly the same thing as I got before. It was as an 8 plus a 3, so I have a total of an 11 on it this time.
Well, guess what? You only needed a 10.
I succeeded. Nobody looking at me like an ass.
Yeah, essentially. As y'all make it through,
Barely.
as y'all make it through the market, eventually you start to see tents upon tents upon tents. Percy, Z, and Totan, you have made it to the trade tents.
This part of the market is intense.
Oh man. Percy, no matter how many times I hear that one, it's still not that funny.
But they were new.
It's true. No, I dig it. You know me. I like a good pun.
Y'all three definitely know that for the newcomers, if they don't stick tightly close to y'all, they could be lost for days, weeks, even months in this area. For the trade tents is an ever-moving, ever-changing neighborhood.
I'm back. Okay, sorry.
See, just like that, Death Dodger was gone, and now they're back.
It's this ring of obscuring. I don't know. Sometimes it malfunctions.
Just stay close, guys. That's all. All right. It's
I'm gonna hold out the edge of my scarf to Death Dodge. I'm like, hold on to the end of this. Come on. Stick together.
Hey, I was here all along. You just couldn't see me. That's how you do it, Redbreast.
Someday I'll get the hang of this.
If you can't see me, you're lost.
That is true. Look for Tokton or look for the big robot thing. But try just not to get out of sight of any of us. All right, we're off to Michi.
Y'all traverse the market. There is vendors, hawkers, people rolling around in carts, people pushing all manner of merchandise that you could possibly imagine, and some stuff you can't even possibly imagine. Give me a perception check. Everyone.
Roll to imagine.
I had a feeling.
You guys, I rolled a 1 for a total of 3 on this perception check.
19.
I rolled a 15 this time.
8.
Dirty 20.
Oh, dang.
Tokton, you're focused. You know exactly where you're going. Z. Yeah, for the most part. Although you do see some stuff there's like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, girl in the red dress looks good. I'm just saying.
Percy?
Hector's driving. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He has GPS.
What are we focused on, Percy?
Hold on. 18. Something shiny and gold has caught my attention, and I see it, and we're getting closer. And I'm trying to figure out if I need it, if I want it, if I want to buy it, if I want to steal it, and if I can make something out of it.
Yeah.
But I can't tell what it is yet.
Yeah.
Not that close.
Percy, whatever it is, it's not our job today.
But I could maybe.
No.
But.
Uh-oh. No. Not even a little. All right.
Okay. Oh. Fine.
Death Dodger.
And I block the shiny thing.
Good girl.
Death Dodger. You took Tokton's advice at heart. You were almost right on his heels, following the big man himself. Redbreast, I need you to make me a stealth check.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Oh no, did I finally lose him? I lost him.
Y'all were going along fairly well. Things are happening, this, that, and the other. And everybody except for the Redbreast. Roll me perception checks for each and every single one of y'all, except for the Redbreast.
I was pretty sure I knew where I was going, so.
Another 15.
19.
Same dice. Still got an 11.
Would I be able to look to Tokton, be like, he's got a bright red scarf. He's got to be around here somewhere. What about over there? And can I toss him a bardic inspiration?
Yes.
All right. So take an extra D8 on that Tokton.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so add that to your 19.
27.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all all notice that Redbreast is not there. And Tokton, you begin looking. You begin looking at all over the place. Through this tent, through that tent. And are y'all following Tokton? Or are y'all just kind of going to meet you?
Yeah, no, I think we'd all stick together at this point just to make sure.
Yeah. Eventually,
Death Dodger's just assuming that Redbreast is being epically stealthy. Like, it's what he do, so...
The one time he rolls well, you know.
I knew I should have given him a Rocky Talkie.
See, there's a good use of it.
and with that,
I like.
Redbreast,
Solo.
you look around and you realize you're no longer with your friends. What was you focused on? How'd you get lost?
You know what? It's just been embarrassing all day how I have just been sticking out and I've been doing the wrong thing, and I was just trying to follow Tokton and not look like a super chump and not get in people's way, and you know, I thought I was being polite, and you know, somebody went this way and then there was this cart that went past, and then I was pretty sure that they went down this alleyway, and I didn't want them to leave me behind, so I just ran down that alleyway, and you know, by the time I realized that they were nowhere near, I'd been basically going full tilt for a good couple minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm somewhere.
Yeah. Tokton. After about 10 minutes of going through the market, up ahead, what does Tokton see? What is the state of the Redbreast? Redbreast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you asking me?
Yeah, what is the state you're in right now after you've clearly lost yourself? What does Tokton see? You have not seen Tokton yet.
Oh, yeah. So I think like I'm probably maybe not even that far away, but just like you know, I've been running around in a big circle, and I'm like across the you know, an open square from them, like looking in all directions, like trying not to look like a lost little child, but I am a little bit.
Tokton.
I feel like Tokton would be trying to hold back a little bit of agitation at this point, because he blatantly said, stay behind me or within my sight. So he kind of takes one of his hands down and like the full scruff of that scarf and just like plucks him out of the crowd.
Yeah, I found you. There you are.
What did I say?
I was paying attention. Man, you're big. Well, I followed you. Here you are. What?
We were over there.
And now here I am, right next to you. See how this works?
If it happens one more time, I'm going to carry you like a child.
Oh, would you?
He would.
Yes.
Trust me. He would.
Trying to be kind of.
Experience talking.
Oh, well, all right then. I'll try to be charming. I don't want him to be too mad at me.
It's going to be more embarrassing for you than it is for me.
Redbreast, do you have a sheathed weapon?
Are you talking about
like a dagger or something?
I have several blades.
Can I see one of your knives?
All right, I'll pull out this short sword.
Smaller.
I pull out the other one that's identical and exactly the same length.
Okay, it'll work. I cast light on the blade.
Okay. Whoa.
You can sheath that, but if you get lost, hold that up.
Kind of wave it around.
It's a beacon.
I feel like this should make a noise.
Wrong planet.
And with that, it's
like a child's toy at the Disneyland.
It's like it's like the Walmart lightsabers.
and with that,
It makes trickles in the air.
y'all make y'all's way through the trade tents and eventually come to this one tent. As you know for a fact that this is Michi the merchant's tent. Who walks in first?
I was kind of like slide Z up in front of me.
Yeah, Z would probably walk in first.
You walk in, and immediately the aroma of incense, of smoke-filled aromas that are from everything from herbs that you can smoke itself to bathing incense to you name it, it's there. They're sweet, they're savory, and a host of other smells. The carpets adorn this place in all different shades, all different colors, and the motifs vary from geometric to actual realistic landscapes and motifs of battle to other stories. Barrels line the side filled with seasonings and spices and various dried fruits and pickled things. And you hear voices beyond the actual tent itself divider, as you know that this tent, like many, has many rooms. Where do you wish to go?
I mean, is there an indication as to which room Michi might be in?
You can definitely hear Michi and the captain talking in the next room over.
Yeah. And Z would just casually walk over to that room, step in.
Yeah, you see? It's one of those Z! It's good to see you. As
Good to see you too, Michi. Looking good.
Ah, yes. Z, it is nice to see you again. Yep, we're here. As he takes a sip of something that you know for a fact is highly alcoholic. And oftentimes Z likes to serve it to, not Z, but likes to serve it to not only you, Z, but to others from Michi's special stash. You know that a business deal was just concluded.
I hope this didn't cost us too much, Captain.
No, we're fine. It's going to be something interesting in the future. For the rest of y'all see kind of like C, but much different. A fox skin, for sure. But this fox skin is 8 feet tall. And is lounging in a lounger. As he looks at each and every one of y'all, Toktan, please come. I have the special fruit that you've been looking for. Percy, do not try to steal anything, for I know what everything is and where everything is at. But
I learned my lesson.
That little stack over there, you may meddle with.
Yay! She runs, like jumps off. Hector's gone.
New arrivals. Who might you be? I am Michi, the merchant.
This is a perfect moment for the red breast. So he strikes his best pose, kicks one of his heels out to the side, gives the scarf a nice flip. They call me the red breast.
Nice to meet you, red breast. And you?
Death Dodger at your service.
Short. To the point. I like. So, what brings you with Z and Toktan and Percy? As Captain Ralph. Sorry, Michi. They're my new crew. Yes. You are in much need of them, especially since what happened last time. We're not going to talk about that. That's in the past. And you know, yes, what stays in the past should live in the past. Live in the now, that's what you always say. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Live in the now. Don't learn from the past. Okay.
Is there any specific thing you're looking for, crew? Are you here to fetch the captain?
Mainly that, yeah.
You mentioned that you have a fruit for me?
Yes, it was something that you were looking for last time, I do believe.
Oh, yeah.
It is in the next room to the left.
No, do you mind if I just...
Yes, you're not like Percy. Go.
Okay. And just kind of awkwardly try to dodge stuff and walk over.
And you head into the next room.
What's the good news, Michi?
Well, you know, me and the captain has made an arrangement to rescue more people.
All right. Get behind that. Anything else going on in the city? Anything to note?
What are you looking for? There's lots of stuff going on in the city. Remember, I have ears everywhere.
Which is why I like you. You know me, I'm always just trying to keep my finger on the pulse. You make money from information like you and I. It's good to have a general sense. I don't have anything in particular.
Well, I heard through the grapevine, of course, through the gateways, that, those that dwell in the Whispered Inn and Tavern are looking for someone to do a job for them.
Is it those, they're still looking for someone to take care of their competition for them?
Yes. I do not speak his name, for you know how he is.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, it's good to know, but you know that ain't my style.
The underbelly is always looking for those that wish to dwell below. So, if you ever are looking for something subterranean, let me know and I'll hook you up with the right contacts for that.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Keep that in mind if we're in need.
Yes, there is a party coming up soon, but it would be difficult to smuggle y'all in. But I can pull some strings.
Party, you say?
Yes.
Well, if we are back from our trip time, when is this party gonna happen?
As far as I know, they're still prepping for it, so a week, maybe 2, depending on the situation. It is happening in the high up district.
Well, that for sure has some possibilities.
I thought so.
I'll check back in when it gets a little closer.
Yes, indeed. Well, you might have to go fetch Percy. But I do believe I see Toktan coming here soon. Do not run into that!
Sorry.
If you break it, you have to buy it.
You know how hard it is to move when you're this big?
Yes. I move quite peacefully and gracefully through my own tents. You have been here enough of times that you should do the same thing, but you do not. By the way, you may want to go fetch your Percy.
I mean, whatever Percy's doing, I'm sure is going to make you a lot more money.
Yes, but last time she got into something, she nearly blew up the place.
That is right. Yeah, there is that. Well, Captain, unless you have a lot more stuff to do here, I think we are bordering on the edge of where we will start breaking things or getting in trouble. So I'm at least going to take the guys outside. And, of course, Percy. And whenever you're ready, we'll be hanging out.
Yeah. You got the thing, right?
He just smiles.
Good. Go back to the ship and start prepping things. Tell the colonel what's going on.
All right, we leaving today? Or are we taking off?
Well, we got to get supplies, so that's going to take some time. Probably tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. We'll start getting things ship.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's shake a tail. Let's go.
Who's getting Percy? Percy is off in another room.
Oh, I'll get Percy.
What does Death Dodger see as he opens the tent? Percy.
I made a toy.
Oh yeah, Percy's totally building something cool. Like right now, it just looks like gears and sprockets and a bunch of random parts that Death Dodger's never seen because he doesn't know this stuff. But in his mind, he's imagining some epic like vehicle that Percy's making, and he's totally getting excited about the possibilities of what having someone who can just take a bunch of random crap and build cool things could mean for his ability to actually acquire cool things in the future, seeing as money's never been a thing he's managed to acquire.
Yeah.
Is it time to go? She doesn't put any of the stuff out that I could really do, but I made a toy. She can sell it to a mommy.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, you'll have to show it to me, but yeah, I think we're leaving.
Okay.
Are you allowed to just take all this stuff? Because
No, I'll bring it by her and tell her on our way out.
oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I wish I could take it, but she's like 8 foot tall and kind of scary.
well, you know, if you need any of it to just sort of leave the store quietly, no,
Not here.
All right.
But there are places where I will take you up on that and even help. Oh wait, I didn't say that. We acquire things. Yes.
We
that-
talk
that's
hush
it.
hush. Yeah, no. Gotcha. We'd never actually do that.
No, never. Okay, so I follow Death Dodger and take this to Michi and be like, I made a toy. You can sell it for more money.
Yes. Good. Put it over there.
Okay. It doesn't blow up.
Thank God.
It could if you let me touch the good stuff.
No, not today.
Okay, fine. I could put it down and then go get on Hector and get ready to go.
Yep. As shall leave Michi the merchant and start heading back to the gut hook. Are you eating Tokton?
The fruit?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does it
I
taste
assume I
like?
trust Trish.
And what does it look like?
It's kind of like a pear. If it was like 4 of them, kind of like, make a T shape. And it's like bright blue. And I'm gonna say it's kind of, sweet enough to where it's kind of like you kind of cringe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it immediately turns your tongue purple.
Yeah. You share any of your fruit with anybody else?
Yeah. I'll break off like little pieces and then like with my claws and just kind of like claw knife them off to offer everybody a piece.
Oh man, I was pretty sure you were heading off to like get some illicit substance. So I'm thinking we're about to get high. So yeah, I'm gonna have some.
Same.
both of y'all have no
Way too
earthly
sweet for
idea.
me.
Have no earthly idea what this fruit is, and I need a Constitution saving throw for both of y'all.
Just looking for a space experience, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Percy,
called it on the drinks. I had no problem there.
Percy,
I got a
do you take any
14 this
fruit?
time.
Oh, yeah, no, I got an 8.
Does Percy know better than to take the fruit?
What is your wisdom?
14?
Yeah, Percy knows.
Knows not to?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I pass. No, thank you. I'm good.
Death Dodger. You have two options. You may keep that number, or re-roll from Chinomancer that has given an advantage to that roll.
I'll just take the advantage if it's there. Why the heck not? Because I'm trying to build momentum here on the look. I can space. Yeah, and that's a 20 now. So that was a good call. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So,
More support.
yeah. So, Redbreast,
Yeah.
you only needed a 12 to pass.
Yeah.
So, what does it taste like to you?
Ooh, I think I'm it's probably like I'm trying to look cool while I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's probably turning, it's turning my teeth blue and my tongue blue or purple. And it's delicious, but it's kind of making my lips a little tingly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that was really, really good. Super self-conscious and like touching them. It's supposed to happen like that.
Sure.
Cool, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, comes in handy sometimes when you need to like not actually feel things.
Are there any actual like effects from eating this? I'm bracing myself for something weird.
I don't know. I usually eat them after fights just to relax a little bit, but
what do you call these?
I never really ask questions with Michi.
Oh, I understand. Mystery berries.
Also, it's more fun that way.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
just
I've been eating stuff that people have been giving me that I've never seen before all day, so why not?
Just, like the drinks from earlier, don't ask where it comes from.
No. But also, never order mystery berries at a actual vendor. Don't know what you're gonna get.
Not sure if you're deterring me yet, but I hear you.
Death Dodger. You only needed 12, and you miraculously rolled that sweet 20. What's this fruit like to you?
Oh man. Like, I thought I knew fruit, but I did not know fruit until this day. The fruit that I've had before has been a lie. Space does fruit right. Whatever this is, I need more of this. Like, a lot. Just juices dripping down the chin, not noticing a thing.
Yeah. And with that, up ahead, for all of y'all, have seen it before. 3 of y'all have lived on it for quite some time now. Y'all have passed beyond the space market and into the space docks itself and see up ahead the gut hook. And with that, Watchers, we're going to take a small break.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, Watchers. I hope you had an interesting break like we did. We last left our party off going to the gut hook. So let's go there now and see what happens. Y'all have arrived at the gut hook.
Welcome to our ship. Well, I mean my ship, but it's okay.
It's home! And Percy runs inside and disappears. She's got stuff to fix and to check out everything.
Right. So I guess I'll show you two to your rooms, bunks.
Bunks. Yeah.
Yeah, do we are they all cleared out?
They should be. No, man, I can't read that.
Yeah, it was barely a year ago I was
Alright,
sleeping in a
don't-
barrel, so, it's...
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
nicer than barrels, that's for sure. It's just one of them like to put pictures on the bottom of the other one's bunk, so just kind of make sure it's not too crazy.
Death Dodger, Redbreast. Roll me a perception check.
Top bunk! Okay. Oh, come on. That would be an 8.
No, you did better than that, didn't you? No.
Did I get 10? I don't know.
I think you got a 10.
Oh, 10 with my stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I got a 16.
Toten, do you take them all over the ship or just in certain areas?
I give them not the in-depth tour, but the where you need to know.
Okay. At one point in one moment, there is a ladder, a tube of sorts. And as you pass through it, gravity immediately shifts. And Toten does this weird little flip as he goes through and just keeps on walking. And as you peer your head through Redbreast, you look into this hole and he's walking on the ceiling. But it's really the floor. and you kind of mimic what Toktun just did.
All right, I think I got the hang of it. Try to pull it off, even with a little more grace.
Okay, with that single word, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
It's a total of 11.
Okay, that is just enough. It's not graceful, but it is definitely doable.
Maybe if I wasn't wearing these boots.
Maybe. Death Dodger. It's not so much that what happened. It's more like what you were paying attention to. As something runs by you, rather quick-like. What's your passive perception?
Uh, 12.
Yeah, you catch it out of the corner of your eye because it's not just one, but you see another one, and then another one.
Okay.
They're roughly
What am I
about
seeing?
2 feet tall.
They're about 10 feet tall?
2 feet.
Oh, 2 feet tall. So I'd be distracted by the fact that there's things shorter than me on this ship, and they look do they look like crew, or do they look like unwelcome guests?
All in all, what you can tell is that they are dressed in a typical, what you would consider a sailor's outfit, sort of.
Okay.
And they appear to be mouse folk or mousekin.
Well, that's kind of cool. It'll be a new experience to be hanging out in a place where there's things shorter than me kicking about.
And do you step through because you don't see them anymore?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm just following, right?
Okay.
Like these cool mouse things ran by, but
roll me a dexterity check.
oh yeah, this is gonna be horribly wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, my dexterity check should be rather epic, but I don't trust this thing. Oh, dirty 20.
Yeah, you immediately start coming up, expecting to just, step out, but you feel the gravity suddenly shift on you, and you readjust yourself, and end up what should have been the ceiling, but now is the floor.
I mean, I've been psychologically preparing myself for this moment. I was looking forward to it. So now that it's happened, I feel like I actually am a little underwhelmed. Like I expected it to feel more special walking on the ceiling, but I can't even tell the difference. Yeah. So Death Dodger's kind of a little, all right then.
Eventually you make it to the bunks. And Toktun, that this is the area that are not for the mouse crew, but for those that are taller in status. And should be nice enough to fit. I mean, right now, the ship is not at full capacity. The full capacity is 45 crewmates. Y'all roughly have somewhere between 20.
Right. So right now, we're about half capacity. So technically speaking, you could have your own bunk. But when we fill up, that might not stay. However, I do have my own bunk, and so does Percy, I think, because she's a mess. And no one wants to deal with that.
Y'all actually have y'all's on quarters. Y'all are part of the officers' crew.
Yeah. So we're actually not even here at all. We're just point down the hallway. So we're down there. Hang a left. Maybe third door on the right. If you need anything, if you get lost, just come find me. Knock first. But we're good.
What do y'all do?
Sounds like we've been dismissed, so I'm gonna go on poke around the ship on my own a little bit. Find a place to put my stuff, which is like nothing.
Okay. What is Z doing?
As Toktan peeled off with the two new recruits, Z would go first to find the colonel, start the process of getting the ship back in order, but then start working his way to the other officers to kind of get them ready.
Okay. You find the colonel. How may I help you, Z?
Yeah, Colonel, we're starting the prep process for departing probably tomorrow after we resupply fully. Want to start passing the word, start getting things going?
I will get everything ready. We do need to load up on stock. Are we going after that one mission?
Yeah, we've got some a solid lead now. I think we may have some competition, but should be pretty good.
Do I need to prep extra stuff for Percy?
Oh, well, whatever you can scrounge up. Percy's always happy to have a little extra here and there. We don't know exactly what we're going to go up against, so a little versatility would be nice.
Indeed. I will acquire the necessary arrangements.
All right. Well done. I'm going to tell the other officers, talk to my ship a little bit, and we'll get things ready.
Okay. Percy, what are you doing?
I have a plasma gun to fix.
Yeah.
So I took it back to my quarters, and I'm looking through all my stockpiles, and I've got my little duck. I have a little robotic duck that helps me for little things. So she is helping me getting little parts and stuff. So I'm trying to fix that. Were Redbreast guns, did I need to work on those as well, or were they in good shape?
They were fine.
They were fine. Okay, so I'm fixing the plasma and getting some bomb supplies ready.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's...
Go ahead.
After I left the other two, I probably still have the plasma gun on a backpack and drop it all over to Percy and offer to hang out for a minute. I was like, you mind if I hang out here for a minute, or you want space?
No, you can find a seat. They're here somewhere. Look for legs, bench. There's a wall. I don't know. You're so big. I don't know if anything would hold you.
I'll just
I could build you something. Hold on. And she kind of scampers around and gets like blocks and puts a real big heavy sheet of metal on it to make like a bench for him to sit on. Okay, there you go.
That'll work. Where do you want this?
on my bench. And she just like takes her arm and swipes a bunch of stuff into a bucket
Just kinda-
right there. And she just starts putting her goggles down, getting her lights together, and start working on it. I like the new crew. I think they're going to be fun.
Yeah.
You got to watch Redbreast. He wanders.
Yeah. I think I might have gotten a little rough with him there. Probably wasn't the best call, but
Oh, it's okay. Well, it's okay for me. I don't know about him, but we'll keep an eye on him. If we ever go back to that really, really wizarding planet, we need to get him like a cloak of invisibility. Or maybe I can fashion him one. I don't know. He really wants to be invisible. I just feel like we could help him with that somehow.
you could probably make something if you really tried.
Probably. But I want to get this plasma gun working, and then I'm going to double check all the ship's components that are mechanical, that aren't, Z's brain, and be sure it's all working correctly before we go.
All right. Well, I'm going to lay down here for a little bit. If you need something, just yell, and I'll come over and help if I can.
Okay, sounds good.
I need Percy.
Huh?
I need some rolls.
It's so good to be needed. What you need, Dave?
So, to get this plasma gun up and running,
Okay.
I need you to figure out which skill you're going to use to fix this.
Okay.
Because you already have the tools ready and waiting. So that's already going to give you a bonus to your proficiency. Or to your check with your proficiency bonus. But what skill are you going to use and how you're going to go about doing it with that skill?
So either investigation, because she's going to investigate what is wrong with the gun
Mm-hmm.
so she can fix it,
Mm-hmm.
or sleight of hand because she needs to be very careful with the delicate parts to be sure that they are come together correctly.
So let's start off with investigation first.
Okay. And then I add my tool bonus to my roll, right? It's a 20. It's a 20. It's a 20 plus 12. It's a 32.
Better than brand new.
Oh my god. That will never happen again. The next thing I make is gonna break. Oh my god.
Not only you're able to fix this weapon, but I'm going to put a special clause on it since you rolled so well. And the special clause is it doesn't misfire.
Ooh.
Or you have upgraded it to a fine weapon.
All right.
Which also means that it is now acceptable for enchantments for future use.
Cool. So it has like enchantment slots.
Yes. Roll me a d4.
A D4. Four. Oh my god. I will take pictures. Oh my god, this is
Well,
best 2 rolls ever.
not so much the
Well,
last one.
Oh, high is bad. Sorry.
Yes, but that has been halved because you rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
So instead of a d8, you rolled a d4.
okay.
4 hours later, you complete this weapon.
See, Toke-Tung got a good nap. It's all good. She's like ADHD when she's hyper focused on something. So for 4 hours, she's just, if he wakes up and slits his eyes open, she's like the stillest he's ever seen her. And she's just so focused and into this, and things are moving, and everything is just, it's that perfect moment when everything just clicks into place, and it's beautiful.
I feel like at some point it kind of like wakes up, just kind of like opens an eye. Oh, okay, she's good. And just goes back to sleep.
Z. Your ship comes online. You can feel everyone moving throughout. You know Percy is working on a plasma rifle. You know Tok'tun is taking a nap. The new recruits are getting adjusted. And the Redbreast decides to start wandering. A Luke, the cook, is prepping the kitchen. You know there will be something good later on for dinner, although he's blind as a bat. The mouse crew are moving about, prepping things, moving boxes, and doing what they can for the Colonel. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think what he ends up doing is he sets down whatever he needed to set down in his room. And then he's going to walk the short distance over to the helm, sit in the chair, kind of feel that consciousness flood in of the ship itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to pull out next to him. He had brought in a cittern, and he pulls out this like kind of big guitar looking thing and just starts strumming like a gentle kind of relaxing tone and quietly like singing to the ship essentially, kind of like as he feels it calm the ship down, get the ship in the zone to start getting prepped. But he's just slowly sitting there, eyes closed, feeling everyone's location and just plucking away, humming some lines, singing some lines, just kind of going through this very free-form song with the ship.
Yeah. And you begin to see the natural patterns of everyone as they go about getting ready for the journey ahead. You know that y'all haven't had a navigation officer in a really long time, and you've been kind of filling in as best as you can. What's the feeling like? What are you thinking as you realize that the ship that you've been trying to find for quite some time now is at your fingertips?
There's that almost buzz of excitement in him. And as the ship kind of comes online more, the music starts to like pick up a little bit more, a little bit faster paced, a little bit more excitement as his own excitement starts bubbling in to their connection. That there's this goal he's been seeking for the ship, for the crew for a while, and it's right on the cusp. He's right there. And that job almost completed, that score almost there, mixed with the anticipation of the possible danger, the risk, the strange reward kind of dichotomy there is is kind of like flooding in and mixing with the ship's senses as he gets going.
Yeah. Time passes. How long do you stay in the helm?
Probably a while. If possible, I'd like to at least like take a short rest while in there.
Yeah, absolutely. You do, so for sure.
Probably feeling out the ship, and honestly, probably a little bit longer than what a short rest would be. And then once he kind of feels the ship settled in and ready and kind of prepping, I mean, it's not full blown because we're not leaving right now, but just get things going so the crew can kind of do their job. They'll eventually kind of trickle down the song to a final, like, slower ending to it. And then stand up, kind of put a hand upon the helm briefly. His eyes closed, tap it, nod, and then start walking out. Probably gonna go try to find Bobby, since he's had a bit of time to explore, but he knows that like he's new to this ship still and wants to make sure that he's safe after wandering around a little bit.
Yeah. Death Dodger, what are you doing as the Redbreast left?
I mean, exploring the ship sounds like a great idea, but I haven't gotten a chance to have my own room ever. So if I have a bunk,
Yeah.
like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
I am totally making myself at home. I'm going to check out this little room. If I'm sharing it with someone, then I want to figure out the details of that. Maybe find some place I can, hide my stuff so they can't find it. I don't know. I'm scoping it out. It's home base time.
So
that's enough to occupy me for the moment.
Yeah. This compared to a sailing ship, these are actual bunks themselves, not hammocks. And they're all stacked up against the wall and look almost like something that you might see on a passenger train even. Not only that, but each bunk along the side has its own locker.
Oh my god. Like luxury accommodations. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my locker out. I gotta figure out how I can make sure it's like extra lockable. Just in case. Seeing how secure it is, maybe looking about how secure everyone else's is. I don't know. We're just innocently scoping out the area.
Give me a investigation check.
$16.
I mean, they're not great. I mean, as far as, totally secure, they've got a basic lock on them. You have a key. Each person has a key. So definitely could be picked and relatched. So there's that. Within this area, it's only larger bunks. And y'all two are the only ones within this particular room.
That's fine. Larger bunk sounds magnificent. I'm going to stretch out, like just enjoying the space. Get my feet all the way down, stretch my arms all the way up. How much headroom I got, because I'm not used to having anything much bigger than me.
These bunks can easily hold 8 feet in length.
One tuck ton.
Yeah.
I'm taking extra pillows. If there's no one else in here, I don't know. Whatever kind of bedding, I'm making myself like a nest.
Okay.
Death Dodger could run laps in there.
Hell yeah. Jumping on the bed.
So, well, they're 8 feet long, but they've only got a 4 foot height. So,
What kind of graffiti we got going on? Like if there's
Still
beds
plenty
above
of headroom.
beds, there's all sorts of like good stuff on the bottom bunks.
yeah. You what language do you speak?
It's an excellent question, Dave. I speak Common, Draconic, and Halfling. That would be it.
One's in Halfling. It says, "Don't eat the peaches." And then it has a very interesting drawing next to that.
Does the drawing actually look like peaches?
No, it's a humanoid
I figured as much.
squatting over, looks like a hole.
Gotcha. Alrighty
And
then.
it looks like a fireball from there. Or some kind of thing.
Some things are better off not fully explained. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. You do find there is a window in this room.
Ooh, is it just like a little?
Yeah.
Or okay.
And you notice that each of the bunks has one.
What do I see out of the window right now?
It's strange. It looks like it's a ship next to y'all's, but it looks more like an octopus.
There's an octopus ship beside us?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Duly noted. Is there anything sinister looking about this, or just
Roll me
this is what
insight.
ships look like here? So we're in like a bay, like a docking bay kind of area,
Yeah,
or
y'all
are
are in the space docks itself. Y'all are still docked. Yep.
All right. We got the Kraken ship beside us. Kiel. Well, I am settling in and fortifying and checking all the zones. If it's just going to be me and Redbreast in here, then that's kind of cool. How many bunks did you say there were in here?
6.
6, okay. Well, I'm just going to do a little investigation on the window. I am sure this ship is secure. Like, it's not like I have any reason to be worried or anything. No, I'm not used to having a window on the ships I've been on before. You're either up deck where you can see stuff, or you're down below where you cannot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to tap on the window, do a little investigation, make sure that my comfort zone is secured, and got a 19 on that.
Yeah, it definitely seems secure.
Okay. Well, then I'm reassured.
And what'd you roll on your insight?
Insight?
Yeah.
Not. See, can I just count the previous one on my? I got a 6 on my insight.
I don't know. You can't tell anything about the ship next to you at all.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and so you go about doing your thing, this, that, and the other, and settle in work.
Looks like an octopus.
Yeah. Redbreast, you begin wondering where you wander off to.
You know, I've got kind of I'm used to like living under bridges and you know, in basements and stuff. That's my natural habitat. So he's probably gonna wander off. You know, he sees there's a bunk or something. He'll toss his pack with the rope and, you know, his crap up in it, and just he's probably gonna head off into like cargo area, like. Yeah. Just poke around in the closets of the ship, kind of.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
All right.
And you begin to start seeing this mouse crew running about.
Oh.
As you do.
Well, I got a 15 on my investigation.
Okay.
And I'm always interested in understanding the downtrodden proletariat that powers modern society. So these guys are my people.
Okay.
Or so I expect.
Yeah.
I'll try to make friends.
Roll me either. And how are you going about making friends? What are you saying? What are you doing?
You know, I've never met a mouse person before, so I gotta think that they are like non-person mice.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of experience with large rodents, you know, in the streets. So I honestly want to use my animal handling.
Okay.
To try to approach these guys like giant rats or something. Okay. I'm not sure. You know what? I bet I got a piece of food or something somewhere. I mean, I'm not gonna treat them like an animal, but like, all right, that's my basic idea. Maybe I can offer to share some food. Maybe they're like rats and they'll go for it.
Yeah, I mean, you still got some of that fruit from Tokton.
Oh,
you didn't eat all the way.
Bloopers are where it's at. That's what they're called now, bloopers.
Retcon. That's what we came up with.
No, we're keeping the original name.
That's what the Redbreast is called, huh?
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me how you're doing it, first of all.
You know what? I'm gonna try to find some place where like maybe a couple of them are working.
Yeah, which would be in the cargo hold. Yeah.
Yeah. If they're doing something down there, I'll go hang out and you know, just be kind of quiet about it and find a spot to like perch where I'm not hiding, you know, but I'm not trying to be up in their business. And I'll you know, try to, you know, like a hunter stalking his prey, waiting up in a tree, perched on the corner of a box for one of them to come over, waiting for the opportunity to strike and make him my friend.
Okay. Yeah, you hear him squeaking, various noises and whatnot, as two of them run off to do other chores. Looks like moving some more freight, whatnot. When the other one looks over and talks to Eyebrow. So, you new?
Well, yes, I am new. I'm the newest thing on this ship. That's a fact.
What do you do?
What I do? I'm not much of a sailor, but I can handle myself in a fight, and I'm a stylish individual. Flip the scarf back and subtly change its hue to something a little brighter and more interesting.
Right. That doesn't help me.
What do you do? I want to
Move
know
right.
about you.
Here. How about you move that box over there?
Oh, sure, I can help.
Roll me athletics.
Okay, I'm actually pretty strong. Dirty 20.
Yeah. You begin moving a rather large box. And he addresses where you to move it to, this, that, and the other. And he begins telling you to move some more stuff.
All right. Well, I'll see if I can help these guys out. As long as it's not like too stupid hard to do. It would certainly be a good opportunity to find out what all is in this cargo hold too.
Yeah. Right now, everything seems to be packed up in boxes. And Z, that's where you find the red breast after a few hours. He seems to be moving stuff around. For Z.
Hopefully with my new boys.
All right. I'd like to see that. Taking initiative, doing some work on the ship already. Well done, Bobby.
So, Redbreast, you have gotten to know that he is lead foreman on the ship as far as cargo is concerned.
What's his name?
Zeep.
Right on. Well, I'm gonna try to keep in touch with Zeep.
Hey, boss man.
Hey, Zeep. How's it going?
Pretty good. I see you got new crewmen.
Yeah, I see you're already taking advantage of them. I like it.
He moved boxes good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll talk to the captain about whether this is going to be his, regular duties or not. But glad he was helping.
Yeah, he all started all sparkly like sometimes you do. But then I made him get to work and he fit right in.
You saying that I can't move boxes?
No, but you do you.
No, I can't move boxes. Bobby, thanks for helping. Why don't I show you around the ship a little bit?
I would love to see more of the ship.
Zeep, you and the boys got this?
Oh yeah. We'll be done by roughly in the morning.
Perfect. We got some more supplies coming, and maybe I'll have Bobby help you with those too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Luke's getting a fresh couple barrels of them Maruvian peaches.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that Toktun will be excited about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay off that myself. All right. So come, and he'll put his hand on Bobby's shoulder and kind of like lead him out. It's probably up a little. I don't know how tall Bobby is, but I see Z is probably like mid 5 foot range, like not a super big fox. He's maybe like 5'8". All right. So what have you seen so far? And just, I don't know, start taking them through the various areas of importance as far as he sees it. Like, where's the galley? Where's, the various decks? Try to get a feel for Bobby and his skill set and where he might slot into the crew. And though he's not the captain, Z has like the affinity for the ship, so he often takes it upon himself to do some of this more personable side the captain is not always fond of.
So that is up to you, Redbreast. How do you see yourself fitting in this crew, and what do you give off to Z to give impressions that would best fit you?
Well, Redbreast has never had what you'd call a job. So, he's real good at looking cool in a fight and talking shit in a bar before a fight. Like, he's got kind of a trouble-oriented skill set. So yeah, I mean he's probably he doesn't maybe even realize that he's getting sized up for like what are you useful for? I mean he was helping move those boxes and stuff because he was trying to make friends with those guys with the other crew. So yeah, I think something he's more of a administrator. Looking for something a little light labor.
Dave, what positions are we currently like looking to fill as far as imperative crew positions?
There's several of them actually. So there's something that you would have to discuss with the entire group and figure out exactly who would best fit where.
I mean,
right off the bat, I mean, navigation needs to be filled.
Good with
Bobby doesn't really know much about anything, so he's going to be more useful for his physical skills.
I mean, right now I think it's more just Z trying to size him up more than he's not going to be like, oh, you're going to be the next navigator. It's more like, okay,
yeah,
just chatting with him like, oh, so what does it used to do, and how did that go? Or
Bobby's got a lot of stories about how the Elven Syndicate and what dicks they were to work for. But really, what he's excited about with this whole space thing is a little bit of adventure. He's got this friend back home named Midden who used to tell him stories about what would happen out here, and he wasn't ever sure what to believe, but he's excited to find out more about it and learn some new stories that he can tell as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's taken in, Z will listen. He's loving to hear these orations that the Redbreast has given off.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it in every now and then, maybe interjecting with a question here or there. Truly enjoying the stories from Marozia, but also definitely you probably sense a point of contact with the dealing with these kind of bad criminal elements.
Mm-hmm.
Something that for sure I think Z has had some experience of in his past, is having to survive the machinations of these large criminal syndicate type things that he kind of skirted through for much of his life before he got the ability to get into spell jamming, get some true training and land himself on a crew.
Yeah. And, you take him through the ship, show him various things. Y'all talk immensely with each other. Kind of get the feel of each other as well as the overall concept. And, Redbreast, do you mention the gnomes at all?
Yeah, man. Because it's good that we kind of got away from all that, but I really, I do ultimately have a commitment to figure out what's going on there. So yeah, definitely.
Z, give me a history check.
$18.
You've heard, not so much of these gnomes per se, but you've heard of a cult that sounds awfully familiar. But this cult necessarily doesn't fit, I mean, I guess it does in a certain way. They're gnomes, they're not animal kin, because this cult is totally against animal kin. They think they are abominations. They think they are the blight of new religion. And, I mean, they are a stain upon Hominopterum itself.
Yeah, he would for sure pass this on to the Redbreast. Perhaps even his demeanor changing and shifting as he realizes that these gnomes may have some tie or connection with this cult that doesn't like his kind.
And that's really going to get Bobby fired up, because he's got a lot of issue with that sounds like some pretty oppressive fascist behavior, and he's very much against the idea. I mean, he wants everybody to have a chance to take their shot, and that sounds like some bullshit behavior from his standpoint. So yeah, I mean, that'll get him fired up. Like he's gonna want to help if those guys are around at all, man. Like if they're causing you problems, that he's gonna be about that.
And with that, we take a peek. As time passes by, 4 hours have gone. Percy, you do believe that not only you repaired it, but you've made it better. Tokton is still napping. What do you do as you finally put the last screw in?
She puts the last screw in, and then just for a second, like nobody would believe it, she just stands up and is completely still and is just like in awe of this beautiful piece of machinery. And then kind of see her tail twitch and her feet start vibrating and her legs shaking and her arms, and then she turns around, toke, 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 wake up, 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 wake up.
And he kind of like flails around a little bit and rolls off the bench.
Oh, wake up carefully. Ow.
I've told you about doing that.
Sorry. I fixed it.
Yeah, I think I broke about 5 more things in the process. Ugh.
I can fix those later. It's fine. Look, it's beautiful. Dave, is there somewhere on the ship we can shoot it?
Not safely.
Damn it. Okay.
I mean,
that's not the
usually-
question she asked, Dave.
Just open one of the portholes and just hold it off the side.
Usually, there's the jettison that you open the doors and you can shoot out that way. But, you know, there's a good chance you'll hit another Spelljammer ship.
Yeah.
Sounds like a them problem.
I wish we could test it, but I tell you,
But
it is perfect. It's beautiful.
if things go wrong, then you could also hit part of the ship itself, too, because there is a tail on this ship, and that would be bad.
Yeah, we won't do that. I can't hurt the ship. No, sea will kill me. Can't do that. It's a bad idea, Percy. So I don't think there's anywhere on the ship that we could test it, but it's better than normal. And if he looks at it, it's like, whoa, and it's kind of shiny and pretty and beautiful and does not look like it was ever a piece of junk. And he could just tell, even if you don't know anything about weapons, that this is what you want. This is, people would like die for this.
I definitely trust your work.
It's gorgeous.
And with that, Toktan, you look in, I do believe, your inventory. You can go ahead and check that box off. And if not, we'll have to look it up so you can find it.
The as like equipable or
Yes.
The plasma guns on there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Percy's gonna knock nicely on the ship because she knows to be nice to the ship, even though the ship doesn't talk to her. And I will talk to the ship and tell the ship, if you need me to fix anything, let Z know so I can take care of you.
And with that, the alarm goes off. It is time for late night dinner and then for bed, as y'all got a long day ahead of each of y'all. We turn to Death Dodger. Death Dodger. It's been about 4 hours before alarm goes off. How badass does this fort look?
Oh my god. I've been waiting my whole life for this opportunity. If Redbreast comes back, we will have like a man cave of epic proportions to settle into proper, I think. Do you need me to roll, or can we just say that?
No, it took you 4 hours, so
I did this, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything's secure. I know the ins and outs of this place now. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if the ship gets raided, we can set this room up in a moment to be like our perfect panic room.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
So, with that, dinner comes. Y'all meet the blind turtle cook. There's peaches on the menu. Percy, you know anybody of tiny size and stature shouldn't eat 3 or 4 within a day, or it would give you the explosive squirts. Toktan, however, this you have been waiting for quite some time now. Just like the fruit from Michi. It's rare that a Luke gets these. And what you have heard is he has 6 barrels of them.
Let's go.
Red
I'm
breast.
just gonna.
Go ahead. No.
I'm just gonna assume they don't do anything to Totan.
No, they do not. You are immune to them.
Iron stomach.
Do you partake in eating them too, Z? Or you eat other things on the menu?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm talking about Z.
I'll avoid the peaches for the most part. I might have like one tiny little slice,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have, the other things, and then I'll pull out the cittern once I've done eating and start playing a song of rest for everyone.
Red breast, Death Dodger, do you partake in the peaches?
I do not. I'm assuming there's other food available. I will probably go for pretty much anything else. Like, I'm hungry, but I've been duly warned.
You have been by that graffiti.
If I see Redbreast try to eat the peaches, I'll kind of just elbow in with the.
Oh, because I was gonna for sure.
Well, you can make your own choice. I'm not gonna, fully block you from, but I'm definitely giving you the look.
That last fruit was kind of an adventure. I already got the blooper toots or whatever.
This fruit may also be kind of an adventure. Go for it.
I'm gonna take your advice on this one, and I'll just slide it over to Tokton. I want to see what happens to that cat.
Yeah, like Death Dodger's just telling you no, while meanwhile you just glance down and Toton is just destroying these beaches. Just with no hesitation.
Yeah. The night comes.
What's the rest of the space food like?
Pretty good.
That's what I'm gonna eat.
Yeah. Do you try to go out of the ordinary and try unusual things?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I want to see if people will teach me what it is.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
Persuading the food not to make you sick.
No.
I persuade 3 + 2 for a total of 5.
Oh, yeah. Well, you are in luck. For there was no tomfoolery here, because I rolled a 4. They show you what the mousekin. At one moment, one of them squeaks something and laughs, and the other one slaps him and says, what the hell, and was pointing and doing other hand gestures.
They were gonna feed me the spicy peppers.
Maybe. You're not too sure, but
It's hard to tell. I'm not sure if they're my friends yet.
Zeep pops up and says, "Here, eat this. This will be good for you. Do not eat that, or that will peel off your tongue."
I need my tongue, so
That is
thanks
only
for that
for
advice.
dragon folk and turtles.
Yeah, that's not me.
And Toton strangely eats it too.
I'm going to be watching this very carefully and following suit on anything that Redbreast seems okay with actually consuming.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be too cautious. I mean, I'll believe Zeep when he tells me this, but I'm not sure that I'll believe those other miscreants.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Y'all eat. Merriman is had. The night comes. The next morning falls. Who goes with the Red Breast and Death Dodger? As you have to pick up an outfit. Z, you're busy getting ready for the ship.
Yeah.
So it leaves Toten or Percy.
I'd probably go in case they get bullied.
Okay. Percy, what are you doing? For you know this is the big day.
I could go either way. If the ship's okay and I don't need to fix anything, then I will go. But if the ship and the captain need me, or Z, I will stay. So it's whatever.
The captain gives you a go ahead.
Okay, so I go with him.
Y'all make y'all's way back to Fifi LaFleurge's place. And they step in. And then eventually, about 15 minutes later, who has Death Dodger, Red Breast? Go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Hey, Dave, I was going to say before they left, and I don't know what's your initiative for, but I was going to cast Aid on Percy, Bobby, and Tyrion.
Okay, and what does this aid do?
They are going to gain 10 hit points to their maximum and current hit points. So they'll add 10 hit points total. They're not temporary, so technically that could stack if they have other things.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Can only cover 3 people, so that's why it's not on Token.
Gotcha.
I don't need it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So you add 10 hit points, but they're not temporary?
Yeah, it ups your maximum. Now, you could probably just put them in as temporary if you don't have something that gives you temporary, because it's easier that way. But it ups your maximum and current hit points by 10. So whatever value you have now, you'd add 10 to that. The bonus is that for the next 8 hours, if you lose hit points, you could then heal back up to the 10 that I've given you.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's a cool little spell.
So, Death Dodger, Red Breast, what is your initiative roll?
21.
23.
Oh, crap.
Be fast.
Red Breast, you're the first one to step out of the shop. Percy, Toten, you see this. What does Red Breast look like now with the new outfit?
So, if I could tell that like there's people gonna be out there waiting for me, I'm gonna step out and like do like a little bit of a show, you know. Okay. I'll pull out and like you guys, I got the coolest clothes, and like step out and like bah, the whole thing turns into a bright red suit. Dun 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 dun, and he's kind of doing a little dance and singing just like that. He's not really singing, and bah, turns into a black and white striped suit. Dun 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 dun, dun, and it's like a cultist robe. This is the funnest thing ever.
Give me a performance check.
19, sir. Impromptu street side fashion show.
Ton. Percy. I'm going to say give me an insight check. If you beat his 19, well, you know.
We're trying to beat a what?
19.
21.
6.
This is too classic. Ton. How are you not impressed?
The colors clash really hard.
Percy, how are you impressed?
It changes colors? How? Oh my god, how does it do that? And I like jump down from Hector and like lift up his scarf and look around for mechanics and all this kind of stuff. This is the coolest thing ever. Is it magic? Is it got gears? How is it doing that? And I kind of tickle him and pulling and pushing and messing with his whole vibe, but in a I love it way.
I don't know how it works, but look at this. Wow, turns into rainbows.
Oh, give me your sword again. What color do you want it? What color light?
You can do different colors.
Yes, I can do different colors.
Let's make it purple.
Okay.
RGB.
And I put his blade purple, so he has a purple blade.
And as you do, the shop door opens again. Death Dodger, what do they see when you step out?
I have not gone for like magically impressive. I've gone for functional, but oh so stylishly so. So my outfit is now geared for space travel, geared for still pulling my stunts in the shadows, but predominantly, if I do a step into the light, I got an advantage.
So, go ahead, Ton, Percy. Death Dodger, I'm going to allow you to choose the skill to roll to show off your outfit.
Oh my. Well, I think it's an outfit of the night still, so I feel like I feel like I'm not coming out to be like present. I'm coming out to kind of work with my vibe. So ideally I would go with stealth. You know, I'm not trying to make a show. I'm just gonna suddenly be there looking great.
Okay. Give me that stealth roll.
Yeah, 25.
Ton, Percy, give me a perception roll.
I can't even hit a 25. 17. 17.
What'd you roll, Percy?
6. Just a 6. I'm retiring that die.
Redbreast is showing off his outfit. You're unimpressed. People are walking by. Next thing you know, Death Dodger is standing beside you.
Oh. I see you went with something a little bit more functional.
Percy. Go ahead, Toten. You have more to say.
He just kind of like looks him over because, like, being from his background, he's looking around to see if there's anywhere like that can get like grabbed a hold of and snagged, and any unnecessary like bagginess.
None.
Everything looks good to me. It all looks good to me.
Percy.
Mm-hmm.
How distracted are you?
It's a street, and there's people, and there's shiny things, and oh my god, we just fixed up a Redbreast's weapon, and he looks awesome. So there are tons.
I mean,
I'm a lot distracted.
Eventually. I mean, it hits you in the back of your head that like 10 minutes ago that door opened, and like, where the hell is Death Dodger at? And you look over and there's Death Dodger standing there.
Where'd you come from? Did you come? No, wait, hold on. Door. Okay, you came out the door. I didn't even see you. That works so well. Oh my gosh. And I flipped down my really dark sunglasses, and I'm like, yep, that's gonna look great in the dark, or not look great in the dark. You know what I mean? It's gonna work really well. People aren't gonna be able to see you. Fantastic choices.
And with that, y'all head back to the Gut Hook. Everything is good to go, as the captain says. Take her out, Z.
All right. What I was waiting for.
Is there anything you were doing, Z?
Honestly, probably just prepping himself. He would have pulled out, and probably even the night before would have pulled out the tablet, gone over it with the captain, and then had been studying the charts, whatever, figuring out how to navigate the ship to where they want to go. So come the time to finally leave, he's already studied that. He'll have calculated about how long it would take them to go to wherever they were going to go and come back. And so he would be, at that point, having started up the ship, gotten it kind of online and playing his song to it as he's prepping the ship. And then once the captain tells him to take it out, he gives a couple last chords, sets the Saturn down next to him in the little like holder that's almost permanently set up next to his helm, and then grab hold of it, close his eyes, and then you can kind of feel the ship start to like shake and shudder a little bit as it starts to slowly pull out.
And as it does, each of y'all prep your own special way, whether it be looking out a porthole window or getting stuff ready for the journey to come. You see the space docks leave and open space open up. And as you see in behind, Hominopterum, the shattered moon. This, Watchers, is where we end our session tonight. Stay tuned in 2 weeks to find out what their mission is and what they are going to do about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I want to also thank those that gave advantages when advantages were due. Let us now say special thanks, per se, for the players themselves. Or if it wasn't for the players, this would be a much different story. I am going to go around the room announce a character, they will say something about the game, who they are, and anything they'd like to plug. And then after that, they will all say another character's name. And we'll just repeat it until it gets back to me. For that, let us start out with not our captain, but our helmsman itself. My co-creator, co-owner in disguise, or maybe not in disguise. Man of many colors. Tonight he's orange. Z.
What's going on, guys? I'm actually I missed Vought already, but I love Z. I love this ability to actually have personality. Vought, I gave him personality, but his functionality out of combat was very limited. So digging this a lot. Thank you, everyone who's joining us in chat. If you are enjoying this, consider dropping a subscribe, whether it's your free Amazon one or another one here on Twitch, or check us out on Patreon for just a few dollars here and there. It helps out. We use that towards buying the extra stuff. We just added some new things. We got a new music subscription, so there'll be some new sound in the background coming up, if not already done.
It's already plugged into this channel, or in this episode, yeah.
So all that stuff is helped for sure by everyone who joins in. Plus, we try to give back. I release the edited episodes early to those on our Patreon. Plus, we're trying to put up, a couple maps here and there that we do. I've put up one so far using something that I designed, an arena. I'm working on a hotel. It's almost finished. That will be up for patrons soon. And just some more as we go. So we appreciate that. Thank you to all these amazing players that have joined us. I am going to go above me in the box to our wonderful Percy and let her go from there.
Hi, guys. I am Sandy. I play Percy. What do I want to plug today? If you're watching this later on YouTube, I want you to know it is absolutely free to subscribe to the XP Guild. Doesn't cost you a dime. You can push the button. If you're watching on Twitch, you can follow for free. But so you can push that button. Buttons are pretty much free to push. There are some that have money attached. You don't aren't required, but of course we would love for you to look into that option. XP Guild is pretty much here for everybody. Come check us out. We have a Discord. I think we're even on TikTok, YouTube, 2 videos everywhere. So a little bit. Okay, a little bit. I got to get them more into TikTok. We'll see. They're busy. They're busy running games all the time.
New podcasts now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have a podcast.
Forgot about that. But we try to be a home for everybody. We try to be inclusive. Doesn't matter your age, whatever. Come check us out. Gaming is for everyone. I totally believe that. And now I will pass it on to Petra.
Death Dodger has been so much fun to play. I'm enjoying him very much. This group is great. These games are awesome. I think that the consistent evolution of what started as a ramshackle band of mostly useless hero types under a tavern and a bridge near a wharf and a gutter stealing wine barrels from elves, basically. We've come a long way, a very, very, very long way. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. But at the moment, I have this 8-foot bed, and Death Dodger is the happiest he's ever been. So with these shiny new clothes, I'm going to recommend checking out the XP Guild. There's got to be a game for you here. So many things going on all the time. I'm going to pass it on to our gigantic Catman, who has the endless supply of grease and fruit.
All right. Yeah. Hey. I am Cheshire. I play Toktan, the Leonin. So apparently, okay. So we have a little side chat for private moments and stuff. Toktan is headcanoned as a fruitarian. Apparently. I wrote no backstory for him, so that's fine. I kind of just make it up as I go. But like the rest of them said, XP Guild's cool. We got a lot of stuff going. I think we have a game tomorrow, correct?
Yes. I thought I got
And tomorrow, and then I think another one's on Saturday.
Yep.
Come check me and Percy out. We play in that one too. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of fun. Just check it out. Definitely something you would like if you look through them all. And I'm gonna go down to Redbreast.
Hey, thank you. Well, I'm Nathan, and I play Robert Bobby Baldwin, the Redbreast, who is one of my favorite D&D characters to play ever now. And he's going to be at least 200% more obnoxious now that he can just instantly look like Liberace at any given moment. That's a dated reference. I know some of you kids don't know who the hell Liberace is, but we got
Google it. Google it.
Google, yeah, exactly. You know what? I got nothing to plug other than this show. And you know what? Trigonometry. It's useful math. Learn some trig. That's all I gotta say. Back to you, Dave.
Yeah. And I think on that note, it is that magical time to say thank you, watchers. And good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.